The views, opinions, and statements expressed by the hosts, guests, and callers during this program are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views, policies, or positions of this radio station, its ownership, management, staff, sponsors, or affiliates.
Cash. Los Angeles.
Rock and roll. My money.
When will they stop?
Well, now.
Long Beach, clear skies.
And now, on with the show.
And on with your weekend. Welcome to Mornings on the Beach, right here on KLBP, Long Beach Public Radio. I'm Danny Lemos.
I'm Mike Stark.
I'm Melanie Ray.
I'm Barbara Kingsley Wilson.
And she's with us again. Welcome back.
Yay.
Today on the show, it's going to be like about food. We're going to surround you, as we always do, seem to devolve into food. We're going to talk about being out in the street, because there's a lot going on in Long Beach this week.
Yep.
And we've got a new edition of Bob on the Beat, taco trucks, and a new lot where they're being pulled together. We'll tell you about that coming up.
Yeah. One of Long Beach's food writers is under fire. We'll talk about it.
I told you, food.
Yeah, it's a theme.
And Melanie.
And Melanie's here as well. Just being herself.
Yeah, that's great. How's your week been?
I went to a concert in the park last week. I see you have Rec Park Band Show here.
We're going to talk about that.
I was at one of those shows.
And the heat this week, the humidity in Long Beach is never like that. It reminded me of Miami.
It was just one day, though. It was crazy.
That's enough.
Yeah.
Really, we melted yesterday.
I went to a great party on Saturday.
Oh, that's right. I did, too. So weird.
Oh, that's right. it's our own staff party.
You couldn't remember your own party, Melanie?
I have a lot of parties.
That's great. But as we did last week, I'm going to do it again this week, and I'm going to kick it off by inviting our guest here for a 1 minute news roundup. Welcome.
Okay, thank you. A local legislator's plan to phase out the penny got closer to reality. U.S. Representative Robert Garcia's Common Sense Act passed the House and now moves on to the Senate. If the bipartisan bill is ultimately signed into law, existing pennies in circulation would remain legal tender, but the 1-cent coins would no longer be minted. Garcia is among those pushing for an end to the penny because they are too expensive to produce. The Long Beach Unified School District is looking for a new operator to handle a major after-school program following the City of Long Beach's decision to pull out of the program to save money, according to the Long Beach Post. Since 2002, the city's Parks Department has helped anchor the initiative, known to families as RAP. It provides free programming for hundreds of transitional kindergarten through 8th grade students across 7 local campuses. Meanwhile, Long Beach police reported 9 felony arrests and 21 misdemeanor arrests were made July 4th, along with 4 citations. Approximately 133 pounds of fireworks were seized in the month of June. Police confirmed that the drones were used for enforcement, though police said in a statement that their use did not directly result in arrests. Summer concert season is in full swing. The bandshell at Recreation Park hosted a bluegrass festival featuring their group Water Tower. Upcoming concerts include the Vans Warped Tour, July 25th and 26th at the Long Beach Convention Center. Meanwhile, the Long Beach Amphitheater will host Lil Wayne, Toto, Christopher Cross, as well as the Long Beach Jazz Festival in August. For KLBP News, I'm Barbara Kingsley Wilson.
There's so much to unpack there.
So much music in town. There's so much music in town.
It's so much. It's right on with what we're talking about this week. Because in our own TMZ, which 30 Mile Zone is the name of that show, right? We have a 3 Mile Zone, so it's our own TMZ right here. In KLEP.
What are we talking about?
So we're talking about all the things that are going on. So if you came out of your apartment this morning or house and your car was gone, there's a reason. Because it is Beach Streets weekend, right? On Sunday morning, it's going to be impacted, but they're going to be closed. I think it's all the way from 4th Street down to Broadway, and then they're going to turn left and head all the way down Broadway to Junipero.
Wow.
And it's going to be closed. And then it's going to end in a watch party at Bixby Park. So there's going to be a big event going on. It's the Beach Streets 2026. So if you're familiar with Beach Streets, they close the streets, you bring your vehicles out, or not your vehicles.
Right. Your bicycles.
Your bicycles, your skateboards,
wheels.
your skates, your wheels, and your doggies. Yeah.
Can e-bikes go in there?
Good question. I don't think so.
It's bikes.
Because
pedal bikes.
they got a motor on those suckers, so maybe not.
Those guys are in the bike lane, though. I'd be curious.
Well, it probably depends on whether you're being a jerk or not.
Yeah.
I think that's how they separate that out. I have an e-bike, and I would put it on the lowest assist and just ride it around, and nobody would give me a hard time.
Plus, I don't think that...
However.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and a lot of people aren't careful with that. They'll just ride into a crowd and expect you to get out of the way.
Right.
So that's going to be happening all through the downtown area, and it's the culmination of all the watch parties you've seen been happening all over the art theater here on Pine Avenue. We had one for 2 weeks, and now this is the culmination with the final match.
Yep.
And if you are a little like subject to heat, you can go to the art theater. 12 noon, they're going to screen the World Cup premiere final game there as well.
Oh, cool.
So you can do anything, be in or out of the heat, but enjoy your weekend, have a great time. But that's only one thing that is coming up in Long Beach. And the municipal band summer concerts are ongoing. Mm-hmm. And have you been?
Not to that one. No, the one on the bluff.
Yeah.
Not this summer. I have in the past.
Well, there's so many of them. There's
no, that's what every night you could hit a concert in a different neighborhood.
Yeah,
it's wonderful.
And I'll tell you, we'll give you some of that. It's wonderful. They just get out and they perform usually about an hour and a half concert with an intermission, and everybody brings picnic. It's called Picnic with the Pops is the actual name of the event, and it's happening in 4 parks right now in July. Bixby Annex Park, where they still have the 21st and the 28th concerts to give. Los Cerritos Park, July 22nd and 29th. This is Wednesday nights. Thursday nights, Larry Curtis Concert Park at Marine Stadium. That's July 23rd and 30th. And Fridays at El Dorado Park West, July 24th and 31st are the last 2 months for that one. That happens every year.
Yeah, Tuesdays at the Rec Park Band Shell as well. Tuesday nights.
Really?
Yeah.
You were up there?
I was there last Tuesday to see Jumpin' Jack Flash. Next Tuesday is Bluegrass, and the next Tuesday is Country, and then the next one is Night Rider.
No, I just don't want us to stay home, do they?
No, it's cool. And then there's movies on the beach.
Yeah.
It's always a dilemma. Like, should I go to the movie on the beach tonight, or should I go see some music?
And then there's the upcoming stuff that's going on in downtown. All we have the art walks that we've had periodically every 3 months. We have an art walk, but there's also I think it's called Stroll and Sip now, where you can drink on the promenade between Broadway and 3rd.
Yep.
Where they just you come on in, and it's kind of a nice event. They have that, and that's another one coming up. And then they're also talking about another one of those summertime takeovers, and they're doing one on Pine Avenue. It's going to be hosted by another public radio station, which we're not going to mention.
What? Are we going to rumble? I want to know if we're going to rumble.
That would be great, huh? But you can find all of those at downtownlongbeach.org is where you can find those if you want to find out what's going on in downtown. And we're part of downtown. And then Barbara mentioned the Uptown Jazz Festival, which is coming on Saturday, August 1st. And that's a good one. Last year we heard about it. So we got in the car and said, let's go see if we can find parking. We didn't. So we kept going. But as we realized, wow, we should have planned, because this is a big event in North Long Beach. It's sponsored by the councilwoman in that district, District 8. Yeah. And it is a great event for the family. There was all kinds of strollers and dogs and folks. So let's get out. I think we're going to try to put a table there at Uptown Jazz and represent, because we rarely get to North Long Beach unless it's Bixby Knolls. Yeah. And so we want to get into that area. Mm-hmm. And another great outdoor event coming up in just a couple weeks.
Nice.
Yeah, so all kinds of things for you. What do you normally enjoy? Do you get out to any of these events and enjoy them?
I do lots of events.
Bluegrass was great.
Did you go?
Yeah, I was there.
So you were really there?
Yeah. I got it there. It was great.
Tell
They had
me.
square dancing.
No kidding.
Water Tower was great. And it was just fun.
Yeah.
It was a really fun event.
And where was that hosted?
That was at the band shell.
Oh,
That's right by the band shell. They have a lot of great
They
stuff.
really activated that this year in a way they haven't before. So
Yeah, it's like from 1929. They refurbished it, and now they're doing concerts like crazy.
Yeah.
They're free, and they take donations just like the concerts in the park.
we've had great times out there. Take the dog and have a good old time.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Kids.
Mike prefers to get on a ship and cruise away,
Yes.
which you're going to be doing in the next couple of weeks.
No,
right?
I'm doing a Nashville trip.
Oh, you're doing a on the ground, stay on the ground.
Yeah,
tour.
stay on the ground, stay inside this time too. We're not
Hey.
we're not going to do any outdoor stuff. We're going to do the Opry one night,
No kidding.
and then we're going to do 2 nights at the East Side Bowl, which is a venue in Nashville, East Nashville, that is a combination concert venue and bowling alley.
Oh, fun.
Sounds what?
Yes. Yes.
Take pictures. I want to know
Yeah,
what that
and
looks
there's
like.
a festival going on 2 days inside
That's
with a
wild.
bunch of bands.
Oh, that's great. All right. Well, speaking of music, then let's get to our first song of the morning.
All right, brand new, just came out yesterday or this past week. Queens of the Stone Age. You may remember Queens of the Stone Age were the band that was on stage in Paris when that terrorist attack hit.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's their kind of their claim to fame. But they're also a great band. They got a new record out. This is a song they did with the singer Nikki Lane, and it's a song called Easy Street.
All right. Mornings on the beach, and we heard
Queens of the Stone Age and Easy Street, brand new
great.
from them.
That's really great. It is Beach Streets weekend right here.
It's
in
easy
Long
for you to
Beach.
say.
No, it's
Beach
not.
Beach. It's
my
Beach
day-
Beach
my
weekend.
dentures almost fell out. But you probably, if you pay attention to anything social media, online, or next door neighbor, you've probably heard about this article that came out this week. It was in the Long Beach Watchdog. I don't know if you know about that. It's an online news service, and its editor Brandon Richardson wrote an article about another journalist in town, a food critic named Brian Addison. And there was a little bit of a controversy over an article that Brian posted regarding the new Gusto coming to Long Beach Boulevard. And it got into a little bit of a controversy. So he says that Brian has his share of critics. Mm-hmm. A lot of people love him. I don't know if do you read him? Do you ever see his?
Yeah, I'm on the Long Beach
Facebook?
food
scene.
Yeah.
On
Many
Facebook.
are.
Yeah. And he definitely does, exhibit a talent for finding a place and getting you to go. Like I said, he writes it. But apparently he stepped in it when he released information that they didn't want released. This is the Gusto
Prematurely.
folks. Yeah, he released it prematurely about their new location and their plans to move. Didn't give them a chance to respond. He says he reached out. And this is in the article, that he reached out and left a voicemail at Gusto's other location, somewhere in north. He said it was north of Long Beach, and didn't get a reply. So he went ahead and posted. Then he heard from the guys and said, "Hey, no, we're not ready to say anything yet," but it had already been out there on his website. So
Well, they asked him to take it down.
yeah,
And he didn't take it down.
That's the part that
That's
got
the problem.
A little part
Yeah.
that and do you know what he said for his reasons? Do you remember?
I think it was some
I
journalistic.
think there was some. I think there was a public record, wasn't there? In
Yes.
That, in
Yeah.
that regard,
There was
a
that's the
public
thing.
record.
And other food writers will write that too. If there's a public record, it's like, look, this is already out there, and then you talk to the owner. But you want to get your verification and get it all squared away.
Well, there's
as
a
much as
community
possible. But
courtesy, I
he-
think.
I think he apologized for it too. I believe.
But he didn't take it
when it
down.
happened.
And that was my question of whether you thought that, I mean, as a journalist, should he respond that way, or should he stand behind the fact that he published it? What's your personal take on that?
Usually, you take it down if it's wrong.
Got it. But you'd leave it up if it was,
If
yeah.
there's a mistake.
I think also part of the problem is he portrays himself as different things, as the article points out. He portrays himself when he wants to as a as a journalist, and then at other times he says, "No, I'm not a journalist. I'm a columnist." And so he dances back between the two, and I think that's part of the problem. And then there's some other issues that are also brought up in the article. I would suggest that rather than us rehash it, they can go to longbeachwatchdog.com and look at the article.
Yeah, because the comments are interesting. Well, if I can read a couple here. One of them is, I respect that situations like this can be sensitive, but I hope that his long-standing contributions, intentions, and the positive impact he's had on so many local businesses continue to be recognized. And that was a representative of Lucky Chopsticks. And another one said, it was a great article for the business, but it is so odd that there was so much drama. You're a good food writer, and that writes about interesting new food stories in Long Beach, but you aren't writing commercials or ad campaigns or marketing pieces to be presented and approved by the business owner. So you're a journalist, and this is news. That was his point.
Interesting.
Yeah. So and like I said, a lot of people love him. Some people don't like his recommendations. And some people are just jealous that he has the reach he has. I found this out in talking to people, as I always do, the dog park.
Yeah, the hub.
I didn't know he was from Big Bear.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought he was
Yeah.
Long Beach, and so I don't want to bust him or anything, but you could be from anywhere and be in Long Beach. But that was interesting to me. But a lot of people said, some people, I could have done a better job. But I thought, hey, well, he started it.
Then do it. Yeah, that's always the response to that. Then go do it.
Yeah, I'd like to invite him to come and be on this. Brian, if you're listening, come and get a radio show. We would love to hear you talk about food. We do it all the time.
I'd love to talk to Brian and Brandon, actually. But it's the food scene. It's such a topic of conversation. It can be salty and gossipy and juicy, and there's business, there's personalities, there's so much going on with it.
Isn't it?
It's a real rich food. It's become such a thing,
especially in Long Beach.
Yeah, in Long Beach, definitely.
Oh yeah, I mean,
because it's a big small town here,
right?
And
with the success of like a drama like The Bear. Why is with the behind the scenes?
Right.
Boy, we could really do it here in Long Beach. The Long Beach food scene.
Yeah, exactly. I find that he has his detractors, obviously, but
as anybody would.
The followers are also close to being cult-like.
Oh yeah, no, people have said that. Like he's in a cult. He's formed it.
And my take on it is he runs the Long Beach food scene. He's the administrator of that. Mm-hmm. He decides what gets posted on there and what doesn't get posted. He runs Long Beachized, I think is his publication. Yeah. It's all him. It's all him in all of that. Mm-hmm. I think he needs someone working with him that is a check and balance.
Oh wow. Yeah.
You know,
it's tough to edit yourself.
When we do a show here, we have each other to check and balance our opinions and everything. But if you're out there and you have no checks and balances, that's a problem, I think.
And so much of that can be applied also to our government.
Right? How about that? That's going well also.
And all the checks and balances of your friends. Hello. but then again,
I think he could solve a lot of that if he got somebody else involved with all that he does and just runs it by them.
Weren't they co-workers at the Long Beach Post at one time, Brandon and Brian?
I think it said in the article for a brief time. For a brief time, yeah.
All right. Well, there's that, and hopefully you'll keep enjoying it, and hopefully we'll, like I said, if you want to be the next Brian Addison and want to do it behind a microphone, we can make that happen.
Here we are.
It'd be great to have a food show.
I think it'd be really great to have a food show, especially when you have a take on it like I do. Really, I get out there. And upcoming, we'll tell you about that coming up. What I'm calling the Great Bean and Cheese Burrito Wars. Yeah. And I'll tell you why.
Burrito.
Right. But first, we're going to be talking in the next segment.
Oh, no, never mind.
About permanent daylight savings. How do you feel? Stay here and weigh in with us on that. Because that could be.
That's another thing I thought we voted to end years ago.
And we did.
And we're still doing it. It's like the penny. It's the same story as the penny.
Yeah, but you know how government works. They talk about it, and then it takes years to get it done.
So apparently we're at that point.
Yeah.
And we'll get into it next, right after.
Yes, brand new music from the Rolling Stones, new album out. Mick is out there talking to anybody that will talk to him. And I would like you to check out some of the podcasts he's been on, because he's really an animated guy when he sits down and talks to somebody for a long period of time, and we never got that before. So, but they've got a new album out. This is a song called Jealous Lover.
KLBP on your dial. Keep it here and stay a while. The sound of Long Beach, oh so sweet. KLBP can't be beat.
Mornings on the Beach, and you just heard from
the Rolling Stones.
That was great. What a good song.
Greatest rock and roll band in the world.
Yeah, really. And we'll continue to put out music 20 years after they're dead.
Probably.
Yeah, right. By the way, you can look us up on Facebook, Mornings on the Beach. You can look us up on YouTube, Mornings on the Beach, Spotify, Mornings on the Beach, and Instagram, of course, on Mornings on the Beach. We want you to do that if you can.
We're a little behind in posting, but we'll get it done.
He's looking directly at me.
Well, I'm guilty too. I do the YouTube.
I know. That's awesome. But we mentioned in the last segment, we're talking about food, of course, and I mentioned the great bean and cheese burrito wars. And this is my thing that I'm putting together and writing about it, but I thought I'd share it with you here because for 72 weeks, every Monday, I called it Meatless Monday, so I went out to Adalberto's on 7th and Walnut for a bean and cheese burrito, which is phenomenal. I don't know if you've ever had it, but it is about 1.5 pounds of goodness, gooey, cheesy goodness and beans. And I'm looking to try to, vegetarian my diet up. So when I drove over one day earlier this year and saw they were completely gone. Now, what I mean is they didn't just close. Everything inside of the building was completely gone. Refrigerators, stoves, everything. It was empty. And that happened over a weekend. So I just think to myself, first of all, where'd they go? Yeah, it was the best Mexican food ever. They're nachos. So I started looking at it. I got to find another place to get my Meatless Monday burrito. And so I decided to look around the city to find the best and the cheapest. So this experiment will be about getting a burrito for $10 or less. Right. So where did I start? I first started at Adalberto's in Bixby Knolls on Atlantic Avenue. And I thought, maybe the chain, I'll just have to drive farther. And then it didn't taste the same. And so I looked at the sign and it's not Adalberto's. It's Burritos.
I gotcha with a vowel.
They sure did.
Fool.
And I don't like a place that says, for less than a $10 burrito, they're going to charge you 95 cents for using your debit card. So that's another strike against them, as far as I'm concerned. And the burrito was okay.
And it was that different.
It was that different. It was smaller. I was disappointed because I really thought I was at Adalberto's until I looked at the sign. So be careful where you go. And the second, I traveled over to Boss Burrito. And Boss Burrito is on Anaheim, just one block east of Cherry, in a small little shopping center there. Okay. And they are kind of the Chipotle model, where you get your burrito and then you tell them what you want in it from the array of what they have toppings to put on your burrito, and then they make a great burrito. First, I don't know who makes their beans, but that's the important ingredient.
Oh, it's the beans.
To a bean and cheese burrito.
Sure.
And it's got to have the right amount of lard. And, as long as I don't see it in there, I don't worry about it.
Yeah. Lard's delicious.
Yeah. But it's delicious. And then what I got to say is he takes 2 handfuls of cheese, man, and then puts it on top.
Oh, there you go.
Then they put it in a panini press, right? After they've added whatever I want. Usually I want extra jalapenos. And then they panini press it. And it's a great burrito. So I thought maybe this is the one. Next thing on my list was Supermex. So the following Monday, I went to Supermex to try their bean and cheese burrito.
Good staple.
All of them below $10, but bean and cheese burrito at down at Supermex, there was something, I don't know. It's like, what's going on over there?
Yeah, they're hit and miss with
People say
their
that,
menu items. Some of them are great. Yeah. And some of them are, as you said,
well, it's whole bean, not refries, too, right? Don't they do a whole bean?
They do, but I asked for refried because they do make good refries, right?
Yeah.
And then I guess the chef is paying for the cheese out of his own salary because there was not a whole lot up on there.
Sprinkle.
Yeah. So that one didn't make my list. And then, of course, this is the 4th one. I've done 10. I'm only going to do 4 today.
You take your research seriously.
I do. Adalberto's in Lakewood. So I traveled up there, and yes, Adalberto's burrito the normal way. It should be like a small log. Right. If it's a good bean and cheese burrito, and of course $9.80, so under my budget there, it'll work. So we'll see, because I want to name the number 1 burrito and then go and interview that chef. So far, those are the 4 contenders I've been to. I've been to a lot more, but we'll get into
which of you like the best out of those?
Boss Burrito so far.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you're looking for it, you got to look for the new name. They changed. The guy bought the business from the owner, the cook. So right there,
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah.
And he changed it. He had to change it to El Jefe. And when I asked him, I said, was the name not available in the purchase? And he goes, no, he trademarked it. I'm like, okay, well, whatever. But El Jefe is what it's called now, and you'll see it because they have a banner hanging up the old.
And where is that one?
That is in the old location for Boss Burritos, Anaheim, 1 block west of Cherry.
Right.
You'll see it there.
And where's the Lakewood one you talked about?
The Lakewood is on the corner of Del Amo and I want to say Bellflower or Clark, one of those streets.
Okay.
But next to the tuck shop. That's how I found it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
And again, they're a great business. And they do a great job, and their price is in the right point.
Good.
All right, so there's your research.
Yeah.
Who needs Brian Addison?
Yeah, exactly.
We got Danny.
Exactly.
I thought, see, I could have done it.
Right.
Danny and the burrito.
We got Danny Burrito Lemus
But if
on the job.
I promised that we were going to talk about daylight savings time because they're talking about making it permanent. Now we're at that place we thought we'd be when they're.
When did we ever try it?
We tried it in 1974.
Oh, that's why I don't remember. I was one.
April of 19.
So dark.
Oh,
and I
Jesus.
remember I was in middle school or something.
Oh yeah.
So dark.
Do you
in the
remember?
morning. Vaguely. Yeah,
I
it was
don't.
the energy thing, something, the energy crisis or something.
I graduated high school in June of 74, so maybe I didn't care. Maybe I was so prom.
Maybe you were
and
like,
I didn't care.
I'm leaving. I'm so old.
yeah.
I graduated from college in 74.
Well, they say it's going to be dark until like 8 a.m. or something.
8 a.m. Sunrise will be at 8:08 in July.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, that is
I
late.
don't know. That's
that
a
is
great
late.
idea.
And then can you imagine? Because sunset.
We'll get used to whatever it is.
You know,
Yeah.
just
I guess
do
we
it.
will.
Just
Just
do
do
one
it.
or the other.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's say which one would you prefer?
Well, you can do standard time or you could do daylight savings, right?
I would prefer where we're late at night, where we got sun at
Yeah.
night. Because
Well, that
leaving
standard
work,
is not that.
No, daylight is that.
Daylight is that.
I'm with the daylight.
you
myself.
prefer daylight.
Yeah.
Anybody prefer standard in the room?
Where the light stays out later.
Yeah.
Because, you know, when I got hit by a car last November, it was on the day of the time change, so it was dark. Like, boom. It was that day that you come out and go, oh, God, it's dark already. So I didn't have my reflective stuff. She didn't have her headlights on. It was like, you know.
Were you in the crosswalk and she didn't see you or something?
6 p.m. I was on the corner, my own corner. But it was like 6 p.m., but dark because it was November.
And of course, they all say about school children going to school in the dark, and they say accidents are right there. A perfect example.
Yeah.
Right in our studio of that happening, they say it causes accidents.
There's more accidents. Yeah.
Wow.
Because it's so
Time
sudden.
changes.
It's like, boom, all of a sudden the lighting's different.
Yeah. So if they leave it, if they vote, because it's already past the House.
Yeah, the
So-
Senate's uncertain. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have
What?
if you want to make a difference, write your senator to say whatever.
If you want to make a difference, there's so many things to write your senator about right now.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
put
like-
that one. Put that one in the small pile because we got a bigger pile over here.
P.S.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
P.S.
No, I was going to say put the daylight savings time in the
P.S. This small
P.S.
thing along with the big
Yeah.
things.
Along with the
Get that in first.
with
Sorry.
the
Yeah.
That's all right.
along with the people in cages and the
Oh well, we
whatever.
won't. However, we have got more food coming on the way.
Really?
'cause Bob,
Yum.
you heard about that parking lot that this owner.
Oh,
because-
yeah.
Yes, I've been meaning to go there, and I
Well,
haven't.
so did Bob, and he went out with the microphone. And I'm telling you something, I should have done it because the picture of the plate that he sent me that he was served because he was reporting on it. Yeah,
Oh,
he
there
found
you
the
go.
magic dial.
Oh
The
yeah.
question is, do they have burritos there?
Yes, they do.
Oh,
we'll have to go and try.
there you
them.
I gotta tell you, I'm going to the taqueria right when I get
Right, I
home
should
to go
say.
get a
Yeah, I'm
burrito.
kinda-
I'm like 3 blocks away from incredible Mexican food.
Yeah, I'm.
Oh, that's right.
I don't have to get in my car.
You're that's what El Suaz? Suaz?
Oh, there's that one, but there's another
yeah,
one.
yeah.
I go to it's like Taqueria number 2 or something
the
across
one with
Holy
the
Moly.
stickers and all.
Yeah, that one.
That's his thing.
You know
Right.
where we're going today? Taco Surf
Oh,
Oh, really?
or what?
Taco
in
Beach.
East
Taco
Long Beach?
Beach.
Wait, do that again.
Taco Beach.
Taco Beach.
We're going to Taco Beach.
Oh, really? I
And
love that
speaking of
place.
El Jefe, they have an El Jefe margarita
I know.
that is just awesome.
you should see the look on Mike's face right now. He is delighted.
Boy, is he awake.
Absolutely.
You know, I love that place because you can always tell a Mexican restaurant, by the fresh pico de gallo, and they make it fresh right there. So that's awesome. I like that. Well, we got more coming up. We'll be getting to Bob on the Beat coming up next. But first,
Our buddy Aaron Lee Tasjan is coming out with a new album here in the next week or so. And this is a cut from that album. It's called Lost and Alone. That's Aaron Lee Tasjan and Lost and Alone from his upcoming new album.
yeah, we were laughing because the next story on our roster here was about the
Well-
explosive diarrhea that's going on. Then we just did the bean and cheese burrito
I
story.
know, and it all started with Brian Addison.
that's-
and
isn't that
the drama,
scary?
and here we are.
Have you heard about that, right? They say that, first of
Wash
all,
your produce.
Yeah. Well, they say that's not even going to do it. You got to cook it. I'm not cooking cilantro unless I'm making something.
Right.
But my pico de gallo is under challenge now because it's raw onions, raw tomatoes, and raw cilantro. So they say it's produce, But there's a couple of states that are on the list today that weren't on it yesterday.
Oh, and they haven't tracked down what it is yet?
I saw a map yesterday that had California included. Yeah.
Oh, no. So romaine lettuce, by the way, all year, you should never buy the one that's served up leaf by leaf in a plastic box.
That's what I just had yesterday.
Maybe the mixes?
Yeah, because those go around from different sources, right? Let's say that the guy standing there packing that box, he's picking from a different. You never know which of those lettuce came from which farms. He's just grabbing them off the conveyor belt. So they're saying that's an opportunity for a higher risk. So
even if you rinse it, they're saying rinsing.
They're
it
saying
enough?
Get your romaine in a head, right, and then peel it yourself and rinse it and store it that way. That's a better way to do it. But they're saying that sometimes that won't even kill it. So, I don't know what you do except avoid vegetables,
Yeah.
What do you do?
I tried growing them and it just didn't take. So I guess I'm at risk for explosive diarrhea. So
I hope not.
There's that.
Yeah, but this is the kind that they say is underreported because people don't think they're that sick. But if you have diarrhea that lasts longer than a week, you may want to call your doctor, so get on the report. So they can tell you these numbers and then send them to our Health and Human Services Secretary, and he'll do nothing with them.
Yeah, that's good. I was just going to say, all the agencies that regulate whatever this, regulate food.
CDC is the one.
CDC, whatever. What doesn't even matter which one. They're all underfunded now. They've all been cut.
Yeah. And now they're saying that
the tracking. The agencies that track this kinds of stuff. Whatever. It's all going to war now.
The internet is saying we're at the find out moment now.
Absolutely.
They're finding out the measles is back, right?
Yep.
We're getting offers for doctors to come on the radio show and talk about measles exposure.
Let's have them
inform the listening audience. Yeah. Wow, we're having to do it.
Right, because the government won't do it. Because the government's not doing it.
Yeah, and then, of course, cutting back environmental protections like they've been doing like crazy.
It's an absolute break in social contract.
It doesn't make any sense. If you're alive today, why you would do that. But
there's a new climate website out that scientists put out, I think, to address climate issues that the government's not doing now.
Cool.
That's a new thing.
That's right. And it isn't the same people that he fired that put that together, I understand.
Yeah, I think so.
They went and said, we got to do this ourselves then. And maybe that's going to be the way, we'll save ourselves.
Do you follow the scientists or do you follow the...
Well, we found out how MAGA does with that, right?
Right.
In science. But we'll see. But when we're at the point where people are beginning to experience, then you're hearing about all the people that, we're not happy with this part of our president. Well, at least join the club and come on over on our side.
I've entered reluctantly into dating apps, and some guys put on their bios no vax, like in their bio.
Really?
Yes, and I'm like, thanks for letting me know.
Yeah, let's save you a little
right?
time.
Thanks, because I'm against measles. Right, and whatever you are politically. I know what you are.
You know what I would do?
But I'm like, go ahead, flag it, buddy.
You haven't had a polio vaccine, buddy?
Of course they have. They just don't check their knowledge with reality.
You got to swipe that one and then get together with them and then bring a vaccine, and then when they're asleep.
Oh, no. I don't want to save them. No, they're sorting each other.
One date at a time.
They're sorting themselves out.
And that's true. I mean, we're at that point where it's what did they call that? Selection, natural selection.
Well, and just that one line tells me all these things about you.
Wow.
So
I'm not dating, so I have no idea.
I'm not dating either, in case it comes up.
Oh my God.
Those two stories are related.
Oh my God, that's great. But we've got another offering from Bob on the Beat, who's out there. And Bob is a good representation of what this radio station does when we call the community voice. So Bob is he's always talking.
And I bet you he's vaccinated.
He is. And he's out there always meeting somebody. And so he filed this report for Bob on the Beat.
Today we have a story that's truly a Long Beach tale. Fred, the owner of a used car lot on PCH in Orizaba, had a dream. He wanted to do something that culturally and spiritually filled a need within him. He wanted to find a way to get into the food business. As a trained engineer, that was quite a leap.
But it just happened that I bought this place. It was around 2005. And since I had hardship money-wise, I had to rent it out to some people. And, well, for many, many years, this place was a used car dealer. And every time I would come here to collect my rent, talking to neighbors, and, they say, what are you going to do? I said, well, one day I will have a food court here. And So in August 2022, my tenant moved out. For a short time, I invited 4 food trucks. Mm-hmm. And it was so nice that I see all people came, and this place was so, crowded to the point that I had to watch for everybody, the kids, and, there was too many people. I said, well, I think the idea is right for this place. About a year and a half ago, I said, okay, I'm not going to rent it out again to nobody, even though many people came. So I said, no, I just want to do something for the community this time. So as soon as I got ready to go on Craigslist and place one ad, I saw one ad that a nice lady by name Priscilla, who has the fried out, food truck here. She had one ad in there looking for a place for her truck. Mm-hmm. I called her up. I said, look, I have a place and I want to start this idea. Do you want to join me? Do you want to come here? We talk about it.
It has definitely unfolded into something entirely different than I originally had planned for. I was looking for a space specifically for my truck to park on a regular basis and build clientele. This unfolded the way it did, I guess, when Fred revealed to me he wanted to have a food court on site. Uh-huh. And we are looking for similar vendors that have an elevated cuisine, very good food and service, and a little bit of a following to help.
Yeah. And before you know it, we had the place ready. We got the name. We are now #1 LA County Food Truck Center.
Excellent. Talk a little bit about your food.
So my food, I'm the owner of Fried Out LA. I'm based out of Los Angeles, and I specialize in smash burgers, all-day breakfast burritos, and loaded fries. We are a seed oil-free kitchen, and I source the majority of my products from local businesses, small vendors, and I often work with farmers if I can.
So I was here the other day, and Tony made me a wonderful fillet of fish and piled some prawns on top of it, and it was perfectly seasoned. And
Tony is one of the resident vendors that we have, Mariscos Los Corchos, as well as Taco Pero.
Like, I was pushing for something like this in Bloomington because this is exactly how my setup was in Bloomington as well. Unfortunately, San Bernardino County didn't want to pursue something like this, but I'm happy the city of Long Beach does, because I think it's a great. Hip. Yeah, I've noticed that. I really like that. I really love the area. I'm getting to know it little by little, but I think it's a great concept, and you get things like ours, which are very unique, concepts, and when you put that together, it's just. I guess we inspire each other to create, to be more creative with our menus.
The thing about this location is that you have PCH going by all the time, so you have a lot of foot traffic, if you will, even if it's in cars.
Yes, there's it's very high visibility. Yeah, there's about, I would say, 30,000 cars that pass by on a daily basis.
Yeah, that's a lot. And so there's parking here, obviously.
Yes, we have plenty of on-site parking, and there are spaces along Pacific Coast Highway where you can park, I believe, after 6 p.m.
Yeah. For Mornings on the Beach, this is Bob on the Beat.
That's a great report. I mean, and a good demonstration of Bob walked up to us one day at one of our tables and said, I'd like to do something with the station. Yeah. He had never done that before. We gave him a microphone, and then he went out and got his first report. And then he went out and purchased his own sound equipment because he thought ours was a little too wonky.
No, that's how you do it.
And then now he's a voice on the radio, right? This is a guy who just is in, one of our community.
Go Bob.
Go Bob. Really, I got to say that. And he's worked it out because he knows that wherever he can go. He went to AVP for the volleyball on the beach this weekend. He got in free because he was representing and had his microphone.
That's cool.
He knows how to do it.
Yeah.
So another community voice, and that's what we're all about, especially coming up with our Long Beach Gives in September. Our really emphasis is going to be on emphasizing the voices in this community that make a big difference. And we're hoping that if you're hearing this, you'll get a chance to give us your story as well. All right, I think that's pretty much it. We got anything going on this weekend on LA radio sessions?
It'll be Bill Ward's encore show from last week.
Great.
And that's what's going on.
And on Speakeasy?
Oh, well, Tuesdays, 9 a.m. is Speakeasy. And this Sunday, I will be at Wicked Wolf recording the second part of the Gen X storytelling series.
Oh, tell me how that went.
And the first one we did was Ferris Bueller, and it was about ditch days. So that was a couple episodes of my Speakeasy. And then this weekend is... what's the other 80s movie? Spinal Tap.
Okay, good.
This Sunday is Spinal Tap.
Oh, that's wild.
Right, so I'm going to go record the stories.
So people, and you have enough people that show up and do it?
Yeah, the theme is concert stories. So my understanding is they have people that were musicians and concert goers and coming in and telling their stories.
What am I doing in
and I'll be there with the mic. Absolutely, you should be down there.
And I can tell my story about Freddie Mercury's 40th birthday when my buddy got slapped in the face by Liza Minnelli.
Oh.
Yes.
That's a
you
story.
need to be on Speakeasy.
That's a
We'll
story.
tell you about that coming up. But first, we're going to hear a song on the way out. Thank you so much for joining us here this week, and we'll see you next week. And actually, we won't. We'll be gone for the next 2 weeks, and you'll be hearing another show in our place because it's time for us to take a break.
Happy summer. Go see some music and eat the foods.
Yeah, we're going to do that. And on our way out, we're going to hear
a song from 1975. None of you remember that.
Yes!
You were all prenatal at that point.
Mike was finishing college.
I was at the concert that this was recorded at. This was the Eagles recorded live at Anaheim Stadium and introduced this song. That's enough, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.